You have like high levels of unemployment, you have issues of addictions. The education system in this end of town is not the greatest. There's no work. The opportunities aren't there.
Blocks and blocks of boarded up houses basically create a negative impact in the community.
You rent a house here, you're paying huge gas bills, you got leaky, drafty houses, poor fixture, poor finish, and you're supposed to feel some respect about yourself for the neighborhood.
Along with low income comes crime and drugs and violence, so it's been a really tough neighborhood. The neighborhood could really use a facelift, that's for sure.
City Renovation is a construction company. It's a social enterprise, and it's a company that basically started up to create job opportunities for low-income people in Winnipeg. And we do all kinds of renovations. We do both renovations and new builds in residential and commercial construction. We get people from all different backgrounds and sorts and issues that they've dealt with in their lives, and it could be issues of attendance or attitude, it could be issues of substance abuse, various kinds of violence, domestic issues. There's no one kind of stereotype kind of characteristic. It's a full range of issues that you would find in a large section of the population. But what I think we provide here is an opportunity for them to kind of put those issues aside. You know, basically, we give people a clean slate when they start here.
I'm walking away from a past that's not the greatest. I got myself into a lot of trouble. They accepted me with open arms, and I think that's been a key, you know. It gave me a sense of acceptance in a positive way, you know, not negative, you know, like gangs or whatever else it could be, you know, in a gang-filled city.
I needed something to hold on to and to prove to myself that I can do it and to stick to it, and that's what I did.
I've always thought that there would be problems with me as a woman coming in and always having people look at me and finding out where I'm from. That's just not the issue here. It's all about how we can get the work done, how fast we can get it done, and the quality is a big thing.
The greatest challenge, I think, for some of our new employees, particularly if they've not been part of a regular workplace, is to show up for work every day and work an 8-hour day, 5 days a week. Working a 40-hour week in construction is tiring. It's hard work, and depending on what you're used to or not used to, that could be a challenge for people starting out in the construction business.
The social needs of the employees are considered, as opposed to just, you show up to work and, you produce. And I think it's really important because what it does is builds a sense of, participation in the community. It builds capacity to people who, not normally would have that opportunity.
I think that if I was working in another company, I probably wouldn't get the support that I really need right now to really keep going, because there's some days that are really tough and I'd like to walk out, but our teamwork is there. People like me really need that. We need to be encouraged on a daily basis sometimes to help us keep going, because there is tough times and you'd like to just walk out, but this really helps.
You can talk to anybody about anything, and they'll give you their honest opinion, they'll give you an answer, because we're all learning, all of us at once, we're all learning, and it's great to learn from each other, because you don't feel threatened or belittled by anybody, because, like I said, everybody's learning every day.
It's really not just a paycheck at the end of the week, and not just a kind of social fabric that we provide here, but also this real training opportunity for people to learn a trade and get certification in their trade.
The people that work here are from the community or have deep connections to this community, and it's a sense of rebuilding, it's a sense of correcting. It's also a sense of, like belonging once all these things are accomplished. So everybody gets something from it. We get a better community, and you know, people get a better way of life, which is really important.
Wow, when I drive through the North End and see our projects, a feeling of pride just comes into place because the houses are so different from when we first had a look at them, and driving by or walking by to see them just makes you get a holistic feeling of being a part of it and seeing and knowing what the house is actually made of and how different it is and how it's going to help some family. It's just a wonderful feeling.
I just feel happy if I'm walking with somebody and I'll explain to them, oh, this is one of the houses we did, and you should have seen how they should have tore the whole thing down and start over again, you know. But we came in there and we fixed it up, and it looks nice now, and I like that. It makes me have a good feeling inside here.
They're not only building homes, they're role modeling for their children, for, you know, other people in the community, and there's a sense of accomplishment with, you know, the construction of homes that you don't normally see in other sort of work environments.
I owe a lot to ICR. Well, they gave me a second chance, which I really needed. I've taken it to the next level. You know, now I work full time. I'm supporting my family. From my past, I've taken a lot from community, from society, and now I get to repay that. And I do it all day and every day. I'm making that effort, and I get to see growth, you know, and that's life, you know. It's growth and it's change, and you know, I see both of that in myself and in the community. So the work we're doing, I think, will be a benefit to everybody.